It was so painful after
Because it didn't work
we
out.
broke up.
Because it didn't work out.
Yeah, once we called off that wedding 20 years ago, it was the biggest heartbreak of my life. And I honestly felt like I was gonna die. And it sent me on a spiral for the next 18 years where I just was,
Did you know that even before her fourth marriage has officially ended, Jennifer Lopez has hired a team of high-profile divorce lawyers after she saw pictures of Ben Affleck hugging his ex-wife? Further complicating issues, Ben has confided in his ex-wife about very sensitive and damaging information about JLo, and JLo isn't taking it. Though she has forced Ben into attending couples therapy, it isn't working. Her recent necklace decision shows that her fourth divorce is just around the corner, and Ben is more than happy to oblige after a year of unhappiness and toxic control by JLo. The juicy part is that JLo's first husband predicted it accurately, and there's more to come. In this video, we will reveal the shocking truth about JLo's latest marital problems with Ben. We'll be discussing the secrets Ben has been confiding in his ex-wife, and why Ben often looks miserable around JLo but happy around Jennifer Garner. We'll also tell you about the decisions JLo's been making in preparation for her fourth divorce and how her first husband predicted that their marriage would end in disaster. You don't want to miss this juicy story, so stay tuned to find out. You may remember that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, also known as Bennifer 2.0, rekindled their romance in 2021 after JLo broke off her engagement with Alex Rodriguez, the former New York Yankees player. Ben and JLo had previously dated from 2002 to 2004 and were even engaged to be married, but called off their wedding at the last minute. But after nearly 2 decades apart, fans were happy to see them happy and in love again. No one knew it might turn out to be the worst decision both would be making, especially for JLo, who had previously been married 3 times and engaged 5 times. In July 2022, Bennifer 2.0 officially started after the 2 celebrities exchanged their marriage vows at a lavish wedding ceremony at Lopez's Bel Air mansion. In the beginning, everything seemed perfect, but it got to a point where things became problematic, and the Cinderella romance fantasy started to fade gradually. Their relationship became so toxic to the extent that Ben Affleck couldn't hide it anymore. Fans started noticing that everywhere they went as a couple, Ben was visibly looking miserable and sad. Despite being a legendary actor, he couldn't pretend that he was happy anymore, and the reason was because of JLo's toxic grip and control over every aspect of his life. JLo is a toxic and lousy diva who treats Ben like a child and controls every aspect of his life very strictly. She's obsessed with his appearance, his diet, his fitness, his career, and his habits. She even monitors his phone calls and texts and forbids him from talking to certain friends. She's especially concerned about his drinking addiction, which he has struggled with for years, and which is not a secret even to fans since Ben has revealed that he comes from a family where alcohol addiction is not a new thing. So it wasn't a secret that JLo wasn't aware of, but when they got married, JLo thought she could change Ben by strictly controlling his alcohol intake. She checks his drinks and breath for signs of alcohol even in public and in front of the camera. But that's not all. JLo also got rid of Ben's prized motorcycle collection, which he had accumulated over the years as a hobby and a passion. In another video, we show how Ben was devastated and furious when he found out what she had done. He felt like he had lost a part of himself when he lost his bikes. These actions and many more drove the couple apart until recently, when things had just gone too far, with JLo's fourth divorce being imminent. Ben looked miserable, irritated, and unhappy in public whenever he was with JLo. He rarely smiled or laughed, and often looked bored or annoyed. He also started to distance himself from her emotionally and physically. He spent more time working on his projects or hanging out with his friends. He also became more friendly and closer to Jennifer Garner, his ex-wife and the mother of his 3 children. Fans couldn't help but notice that Ben is often all smiles and happy whenever he's with Garner, in contrast to his usual miserable-looking, meme-worthy facial expressions. A good example and an explosive moment was when clips and photos obtained by Page 6 showed Ben and Jennifer hugging each other in Ben's car after picking up Serafina, their youngest daughter, from school. Ben even had a nice grin on his face and seemed to enjoy Garner's company. JLo was furious when she found out about Ben's growing bond with Gen G, as she called Garner sarcastically. She accused Ben of cheating on her with his ex-wife and demanded that he cut off all contact with her immediately. She also forced him to attend couples therapy with her, hoping to save their relationship and make him more committed to her. But Ben was reluctant to go along with her demands and felt suffocated by her clinginess and jealousy. JLo realized that Ben is slipping away from her grasp and that their marriage already had an expiration date. So she began preparing for her fourth divorce. She stopped wearing her Ben necklace and changed it to a Jennifer pendant necklace instead, in photos obtained by Daily Mail. The Ben necklace was one which she often wore to showcase her love and commitment towards Ben. Her decision to swap the Ben necklace for one with her name is a sign that she is probably done with Ben. Apart from that, close sources have also revealed that JLo also hired a team of high-profile divorce lawyers to help her work out a post-nuptial agreement in case of a split. She wanted to protect her huge fortune, which amounts to over $400 million, from being split with Ben, who is just around half that amount. According to insiders, Ben has agreed to JLo's decisions by noting that at this time, all he desires is just space and peace of mind. Having had enough of previous arguments, he's apparently ready to sign anything to keep JLo happy. To ensure an equitable and fair split of their assets, the lawyers are said to have created a contract. Given Ben's increasing closeness to his ex-wife, JLo's scrutiny and jealousy continue to be heightened. Close sources have even revealed that Ben now confides in Gen G about his marital problems and JLo's toxic attitudes. A source close to the couple told Life and Style magazine that Ben's reliance on Jen as a confidant may have crossed the line. He's made some shocking confessions to her about JLo's temper and the ugly texts she sends him, which he shouldn't have done. He admitted that her notorious diva attitude can be very hard to handle. The source also revealed that JLo fought with Gen G through text messages over Jen's recent closeness to Ben. The source added that Jen even canceled some of their planned get-togethers as a blended family because of the tension between the two of them. It seems that a divorce from Ben is imminent for JLo, and this will be her fourth one. She's previously been married to Ojani Noah, a Cuban waiter, an actor from 1997 to 1998, to Chris Judd, a dancer and choreographer from 2001 to 2003, and Mark Anthony, a singer and actor from 2004 to 2014. She's also been engaged to Sean P. Diddy Combs, a rapper and producer from 1999 to 2001, and to Alex Rodriguez, a former Yankee player from 2019 to 2021. But the most shocking thing is that her first husband, Ojani Noah, had predicted that her marriage to Ben Affleck would end in disaster. Speaking with Daily Mail after JLo and Ben newly got married, Noah said, "I think she's someone who will be married 7 or 8 times. I can't see her ever settling down with one person. She pushes herself to constantly go forward in her professional life, which is why she's had a 3-decade career. But she also moves on in her private life. If Ben has Lupe, JLo's mother, on his side, then maybe he's got a chance." From the look of things, however, Ben Affleck does not stand a chance, as JLo is set to end her 4th marriage. Her toxic grip and desire to change Ben to suit her taste and needs are some of the reasons JLo's marriage to Ben is doomed. To make matters worse, Ben's recent closeness to his ex-wife, with whom he has found relief and happiness, is another factor set against the happiness of Bennifer 2.0. Though they've attended several couples therapy sessions, things are only getting worse, prompting JLo to hire lawyers and look towards divorce as her only option. Do you think Ojani Noah was right about JLo? Is she doomed to be divorced 6 or 7 times? Or is JLo better off being single and independent? Let us know what you think in the comments below.